You ever get that feeling that your favorite apps, your favorite websites, are just getting worse? Search results are a mess, your social feeds are packed with stuff you never asked to see? Yeah, you're not imagining it. The internet is, in a lot of ways, fundamentally broken. But what if I told you there's a radical new way to fix it? So, how do we do it? Well, the answer is a total departure from everything we've come to know. The problem actually has a name, and honestly, it's a brilliant one: enshittification. And this isn't just stuff breaking down over time. It's a deliberate process. It's the reason why the platforms we once loved seem to inevitably turn into giant piles of, well, you get the idea. So this term comes from the tech critic and author Cory Doctorow. And his whole point is that even giants like Google have been caught deliberately making their own services worse for us, the users, all so they can squeeze out more profit for investors. It's not a bug in the system. It's a feature of their entire business model. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This decay, this decline in quality, it actually follows a super predictable pattern. It's a three-stage cycle that just plays out over and over again. And believe me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, so here's the playbook. Step 1, the platform is actually great for users. It's a fantastic service, it's easy to use, so we all jump on board. Step 2, once we're all locked in, the platform starts making things worse for us to bring in business customers. And then step 3, once the businesses are dependent on it too, the platform turns the screws on everybody, just to extract every last drop of value for its shareholders. Facebook is the classic example of this. Remember when it was literally just about seeing what your friends were up to? That was stage 1. Then came stage 2, when it started selling your attention to advertisers. And now we're deep in stage 3, where your feed is basically a wasteland of ads and algorithm-pushed content, with just enough of your friends' posts sprinkled in to keep you from deleting your account. And it is not just Facebook. You see this pattern everywhere. It's in Amazon search, which now just shows you sponsored products instead of the best products. It's in Google search, which often feels more like an ad machine than an answer machine. It's a systemic problem that's basically baked into the DNA of the modern web. But what if we could just shatter that cycle? What if there was a completely different model for how the internet could work? Well, it turns out there is, and it's poised to change absolutely everything. And look, this isn't just some utopian dream. We're talking about a technology that's backed by a patent that was independently valued at $4.7 billion. And with the explosion in AI that we've seen recently, it's almost certainly worth a lot more now. This is a real serious alternative. Welcome to the ethical web. The core idea here is to completely replace that centralized monopoly model with one that is genuinely decentralized and federated. So instead of one mega corporation controlling everything, power and ownership are handed back to local communities. So, how does this actually look in the real world? It all comes together through something called the Community Super App. Now, a super app is really just a single app that does a bunch of different things all in one place. But the key difference here is that in this model, it's the community that has total control. Just look at how this all fits together. The super app can integrate everything: a totally anonymous way to find local goods and services, a secure generative AI tool, open source local social media, a platform for real local news, and even a payments and wallet system. And the best part? All of it is owned and managed by the community, for the community. The benefits here are just massive. For us as users, it means real, profound anonymity. No data harvesting, no tracking, period. For small businesses, it means they finally get a level playing field where they can compete fairly without being squeezed by some tech giant. It's a total win-win, built on privacy and fairness. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but does this kind of model actually work in the real world? Well, let's take a look at what happens when it's really put to the test. So let me paint you a picture. Imagine a small town in Scotland where a local upstart decides to go head-to-head with a food delivery giant worth billions. This is a true David versus Goliath story, but for the digital age. In the town of Dunfermline, a local company used this ethical web model to launch its very own app called Dunfermline Eats. They built a platform by their community, for their community, a direct challenge to the one-size-fits-all approach of the global monster, Just Eat. And the results? Honestly, they're staggering. Dunfermline Eats didn't just compete, it dominated. It actually achieved market dominance over Just Eat in its own town. And get this, they did it all with zero online advertising spend.
Why? Because the local businesses it served became its biggest champions. It proved the community-first model isn't just a nice idea, it's superior.
And the business model behind it? It's like a breath of fresh air. Instead of charging these insane, crippling 30% commission fees on every single order, local businesses just pay a small, flat monthly subscription. Think of it like a modern digital Yellow Pages. It's fair, it's sustainable, and it keeps money right there in the local economy. So, okay, this model can obviously fix a local market, but the vision here is so much bigger. It's about fixing the four great plagues of the modern internet, what we can think of as the four horsemen. The first horseman is the iron grip of tech monopolies. We're all trapped inside their walled gardens, forced to play by their rules. The solution is a decentralized and federated network where no single company has all the control. Power gets distributed back to the people. The second horseman is a broken economy, where small local businesses are just getting crushed by giants who suck value out of their communities. The solution is to actually empower those businesses, to give them a real fighting chance to compete and thrive, which strengthens local economies from the ground up. The third horseman, a broken democracy. Local news outlets have been absolutely decimated, and that vacuum has been filled by misinformation. The sustainable revenue from the Community Super App's business subscriptions is designed to directly fund and revitalize local journalism, a cornerstone of any healthy community. And the fourth, and maybe the scariest, is the decay of common truth. This is driven by algorithms that literally profit from outrage and division. The solution? Community-owned and moderated social media. No more rage-baiting algorithms that prioritize engagement over truth. Just a space for healthier, real conversation. By tackling these four fundamental problems, this new model offers a real, tangible way forward. It's a vision for an internet that's more fair, more private, and frankly, more human. So the question is this how we fix the internet? One community at a time?